Huawei is under fire from the US government. Washington says it's a national security threat. Where's the evidence of this? Well, there isn't any. US Secretary of State Mike Pompeo attacks Huawei all the time, but he dodges simple questions like this one.
Is there evidence that we can point to specifically today to suggest that there was spyware or other kinds of spying taking place using Huawei hardware?
Yeah, that's the wrong question, Andrew.
What is the right question? Maybe it's this. Why has a superpower like the United States launched a full-scale attack on an individual company? An article written by one of Huawei's executives, and published in the Financial Times, gives a pretty good explanation. In 2013, Edward Snowden leaked secret documents about PRISM, a surveillance program run by the U.S. National Security Agency. The NSA documents showed that the U.S. government regularly violated the rights of American citizens by reading their email and other private communications. The U.S. claims to be worried that Huawei will modify its network here to spy on other countries. But as the Financial Times article points out, if the US can keep Huawei out of the world's 5G networks, it can retain its ability to spy on whoever it wants. In other words, if the NSA wants to modify routers, switches, or other equipment, it knows a Chinese company will not cooperate, the way some US companies have done in the past. So the more Huawei gear gets into the world's 5G networks, the harder life becomes for the NSA. The Snowden leaks revealed that the NSA actually hacked into Huawei's computer systems. They were hoping to learn how to implant backdoors in Huawei equipment. An NSA document from 2010 says, "Many of our targets communicate over Huawei-produced products. We want to make sure that we know how to exploit these products." That should tell you all you need to know about why the US government is really going after Huawei. Huawei will make it harder for them to spy on others. They've done this for decades. A report this year by the Washington Post showed that, starting in the 1940s, the CIA and German intelligence used a Swiss firm called Crypto AG to read the diplomatic and military traffic of more than 120 countries, including some US allies. Crypto actually sold encryption technology that was supposed to make the traffic unreadable. But the CIA modified Crypto's gear, allowing US and German intelligence to read all of the coded transmissions. This went on for more than half a century. But the NSA didn't stop there. In the early 90s, it modified non-US versions of Internet browsers and email programs made by Lotus Notes, Netscape, and Microsoft. The changes made files encrypted with those programs easy for the NSA to decrypt and read. More recently, the agency intercepted Cisco routers and installed spyware on them, before they were shipped on to Cisco customers. There's more, but you get the idea. Banning Huawei will not make US networks any more secure, it won't make the US tech industry any more competitive, and it won't make Huawei disappear. There are ways out of the current impasse, but they all require that the conversation be about facts, not suspicions, allegations, or lies.